I almost died. So you know what that means, guys. It's time for another review in the Nomadic Reviews catalog. Let's get it started with the intro.
Milk. Decisions I be making when I get impaired. Jamie when the ginger bear, I'm getting there. Money.
Hi! If you guys haven't read the title of this video, then you know we're doing a short film a day from good old UK. However, for a lot of people, they're just like, why didn't you do this beforehand? Because it seems like a short film is very much up your alley, V. You do a lot of obscure and weird things. And yet this is very obscure. Why didn't you do this before? Well, firstly, I was waiting to do this as a subscriber special, which we almost reached, but unfortunately, we're 6 subscribers away. Backward 6, by the way. So, yeah, I was trying to do this as like a big celebration, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Celebration of life, because your baby boy is now a few years away from being 30, so why not cover it now? Anywho, how to describe the short film, The Fourth Letter. If you guys do not know, this is made by one of my favorite people in the entire world that is not one of my family members. Shocking, I know. It was made by Harriet Sowden, aka bookseatnerds! And she made this about 3 years ago when she was in college, before she went to university, and is now a very, very busy lady. So, it's kind of like one of those things of she made this before going to greener pastures. And I haven't really seen a lot since, which leaves me craving, like watching a very good movie, and then all of a sudden just clamming up on my shelf, just like, why can't I have any more of this? Anyway, The Fourth Letter. In all honesty, it's kind of one of the best short films I've ever seen about depression. In a sea of films that is focused around how depression is just used as a motivational device and or something of a characterization that is not believable. This is not one of those times. In all honesty, this whole entire short film about depression and the thoughts of suicide are in fact the most realistic I've seen in a long time. Cause we all know how one certain fucking series made me feel. And to say that in a huge light actually shows how much I'm going to give this as a big appeal. How much I want to give this as a huge amount of love and care for. How much I honestly, at the bottom of my heart, really want to see this succeed to no end. I am not bullshitting anyone about this. And why do I say that? Well, the short film itself kind of starts off with the story of a girl and her so-called imaginary friend D. D, of course, is the embodiment of depression, and therefore something that is an entity that never goes away. It's something that just clings to you as if it's an unwanted guest or a pestering best friend that sometimes doesn't know what boundaries are. I'm not sorry, Ken, you need to learn your lesson. Or it could be one of those siblings that means well, but happens to mess up a few times. I'm talking about myself here with a lot of my siblings. I'm sorry, Jazz, if you're watching this, for being overbearing. And it's just kind of one of those things where the more you're seeing just the moments where D is around our lead protagonist, you see just what the effects are for people that have to deal with it in strides, even if we don't know all of the context. And so it kind of just comes full circle after a few more scenes to just finally exposing yourself as depression. And the best part about it is, unlike a lot of people that try to make it seem like the best way to do it is through other people's methods to get across to you, it's literally about the person finding the strength to actually let go of depression and find a way to be happy. That can take a long time, it can take a short time. I'm always going to fight with my depression, so seeing this short film really did resonate with me because this is an ongoing journey I have with myself. If I could draw my depression, it would be a very, very tall, lanky guy that likes to slap me in the face every morning and says, "Hey, what's the Wi-Fi password?" And I'm just like, Kevin, stop slapping me in the morning. It's 6 a.m. but I want to use the Wi-Fi so I can watch my stories. It's like, Kevin, you don't even watch any stories! What stories do you want to watch? Drop Dead Diva. Bitch, we moved on to Cable Girls. What the fuck? Anyway, enough about me and my depression persona of Kevin. Fourth Letter is definitely one of the most pristine short films I've seen in a long time that covers this very sensitive topic, as I'm hugging myself because I'm freezing like all hell. And the only thing I can kind of see about this is that although I'm intrigued to no end with everything that I've witnessed, everything that I've seen, like the film Save the Girl by my little sister Jazz, which I honestly wish I could show you guys that footage again, but I don't think I know where that short film went anymore. It's definitely one of those short films where I, honest to God, wish I could see more of. If there was a full production for a story about this, I would be more than happy to just witness this every single day. I would pay weekly, if not monthly, installments to see this movie in theaters and buy the DVD and then the director's cut of the DVD and get merchandise around the DVD/film projects, and also support this so that Harriet can make even more films like this, because this was beautiful. This really was something that hit me in a way that not a lot of short films from college students do. Unless you're like my family that tends to know exactly what I like without even knowing. Anyway, while I'm trying to hug myself to get warm, the last thing I'm going to just say about the Fourth Letter is just, it's a nice enough piece for a aspiring filmmaker that happens to know exactly what they want to do, especially one that's an amazing singer, which you guys should check out from some of the songs in the description below. Self-promotion and all that good stuff, but we're not talking about all that fun shit. We gonna be just going into the review. So for the Fourth Letter, I'm going to award this entire short film a solid 11.5 out of 13 and awarding it an A, and then giving it a pristine 5.5 stars out of 7. Only because I want more stuff from Harriet. I want a lot more things. Like, I want a lot of different film projects from Jazz. It's the same level I want from Harriet. And I know at this rate you guys are like, V, you tend to like a lot of films and a lot of shows. When are you gonna get into negative reviews at this point? Well, funny you ask, because next review we're doing for Nomadic Reviews is... Boy, you crazy!